learnt to look after me and nurture me and to take time out and to do things I'd never done. I think I had a facial, I had a pedicure, things I've never done in my life. To wear pretty clothes, to stop wearing black, to wear all my jewellery and splash on my perfume and enjoy who I am, and to change who I am. I'm Julie Taylor. I live at Traralgon, which is in Gippsland in Victoria. I'm a self-employed family law specialist with a law firm. Just over a year ago, it was December 2020, I'd just been ditched by my long-term on-again, off-again boyfriend again. He'd withdrawn and disconnected. I was exhausted from overwork. I was working around the clock. I was exercising violently, including with him, including endless weekends of hiking and cycling and God knows what. I never stopped. I never slowed down. And when he withdrew and disconnected at that point, I simply broke down in tears for the first time and started feeling like I just didn't know where the hell I was or what I wanted to do. I had been watching Fiona on the Shine program for a while, and I thought she might be a little bit of a scam because she always had these really cute videos about really good things. She always said really good things, but I wasn't sure. But I placed the call. I'd been thinking about it for a while, and when I spoke to Fiona, I could see that she absolutely got where I was, and that this was something that I needed to do because I just couldn't stay where I was, thinking where I was stuck. I was emotionally stuck. I was really unhappy. I had no self-esteem, and I just didn't know where my life was going. Oh, this is really good. What I discovered is that I run by patterns, and these patterns were the patterns of my childhood. And the patterns of my childhood were that I was mother's little helper in a very dysfunctional family where dad was an alcoholic and violent, and we'd lost my sister, and mum just couldn't function, and then she had lots of children. And I helped mum all the time, and I worked on the farm and helped dad, and I overachieved in every respect, but I never really got recognition for anything I did. So I just kept achieving academically, sporting wise, in every field, because I felt that nothing I ever did was good enough. And I always felt that I should have died instead of my sister who drowned, and that she was the pretty one, I wasn't. She had all the attributes. I think it was just the way I interpreted our family story. And that consequently through my entire life I had a terribly poor opinion of myself, but I achieved and became an excellent lawyer and was really good at sport and all the other things that I did, but I still couldn't get happy, and I ended up with strings of disastrous relationships. I've always wanted a wonderful relationship with a soulmate, someone with whom I'm a great friend, who I can do things with, who'll love me and cherish me, nurture me, adore me, do all those things. I always felt that I didn't deserve that because I wasn't good enough, that everyone else had it. I could see so many other people who had it, that it wasn't for me because I wasn't good enough. No man would give me that, not because I was so deficient, because I could never achieve enough and I would never slow down and let my emotions flow. So that's I always felt like a failure because my marriage wasn't great. I felt like even though I've achieved in all these other areas, relationship-wise, I'm an absolute failure and a loser. That's how I felt. I learned, firstly, to have rituals in the morning, which meant slowing down and doing yoga and meditation and telling myself I love myself. And I learned to appreciate all the wonderful and amazing things I've achieved, and I learnt that I'm actually a really special person. I'm a high achiever. I'm a wonderful friend. I was a good wife. I'm great at work. I'm good at things. People really gravitate to me. I'm a good mum. That I had absolutely no reason to feel like that about myself. In fact, it sounds a little bit like boasting, but I've achieved significantly more highly in all of those various areas, I think, than most people I know. Yet I had that mindset, and I learned that that's a stupid mindset to have, if I can use that word, and that I need to change that. I learned that I have a horrible little voice in my head which always says, not good enough, not good enough, no, you lose at failure. And I learned to tell that little voice to fuck off. Okay. When I think that other people are being negative towards me or that I'm being personally attacked, that's only my perception of how they are behaving that in fact I have absolutely no idea what they're thinking or doing, so I should never really take anything personally because I think it's directed at me because I don't know what that other person's thinking, and maybe I should just take a positive slant. I also learned to be grateful. That's the gratitude journal, and I still keep it today. I fill that gratitude journal in every day. There are so many things to be grateful, and that's such a big change, to just focus on the good things every day and not the negative. And when I'm in a really bad way, my go-to is go back to that gratitude journal, read about and write about the good things all the time. I learnt to look after me and nurture me, and to take time out and to do things I'd never done. You know, I think I had a facial, I had a pedicure, things I've never done in my life. To wear pretty clothes, to stop wearing black, to wear all my jewellery and splash on my perfume and enjoy who I am, and throw out all those dark, gloomy clothes, and to change who I am. I now know what a healthy relationship is, and it's based on mutual respect and having fun and interacting with each other, loving each other and putting each other first. I didn't know what a healthy relationship was. My parents didn't have a healthy relationship. I didn't know what a good man was. I had no idea until I did this course. I mean, I'd see my friends with good men, some of them. From what I attracted was not good men. And now I know, although I've struggled with it because I still go back to a bad relationship, I know what a bad relationship is, and I don't want that. I think as one of our mentors put, I think it was Juliet, IDB should be my motto, which is I deserve better and I don't want the crumbs. And I need to stand up for myself and vacate any potential relationship as soon as I see those red flags. And I learned what lots of those red flags are. You mustn't ignore them. My future wasn't heading anywhere. I omitted to refer to the desirability of setting goals, and I did goal setting through the course, and now I've changed them because I'm not well. My future is pretty much plotted out now. I have my goals. I'm following them. I don't overwork. I try not to. I've given myself permission to just be and to enjoy being me, and I hope I can keep this up. I don't put up with nonsense, particularly from men in relationships. I've also changed the way I deal with my kids. I've set in place boundaries, and co-workers. You know, I have a way of just being able to say, look, I get how you feel, but that's not acceptable. So it's actually flowed onto all aspects of my life. It's also changed my work in that I trot out lots of Fiona's little bold phrases to clients when I see them all stuck in their mental angst and their silly hate of each other, if I can put it that way. I know it's understandable. And they'll come out smiling with a different mindset, and I hope I can keep that going in my work and in my further work, because I'm now training to do mediation as opposed to law all the time, just as a different career tack. And I think those tools will be very useful when I'm a mediator, which will be a lot less stressful than being a litigation lawyer. I was wonderfully well 3 months ago because I'd done the course. I was on top of the world. Then I got sick. I got rheumatoid arthritis, and apparently that sometimes when you let go of all your emotions, that's what that triggers. So my avatar at the moment is self-care, looking after me, looking after family and friends, and enjoying what life I have. And my avatar now is, I used to be a glass half empty person. I was really negative. Now I have to focus, and sometimes it's hard work, on looking at the glass half full and looking at what is good and being optimistic about the future, and that the medication I'm taking is going to start working, and the lifestyle changes I've made are going to start working. And I'm 61 years old, and I'm going to enjoy the next 30 years.